Yeah, I played high school ball. I was all-state in high school, had college scholarships, and I pretty much played ball my whole life. I've done a lot of different martial arts. In Hawaii, when I moved here 10 years ago, I swam. I swim 3 or 4 days a week for about an hour, and eat well, and by and large, healthy.
I've been practicing emergency medicine for over 30 years, so I see a lot of patients like Duane who show up in the ER thinking they're in good shape, but men seem to have more denial around the issues of heart disease and their sense of their hardiness, their physical health, and so they tend to downplay them, although it can certainly occur in women as well.
I was moving some wood, nothing I didn't think very strenuous, and my right side kept hurting on my chest, and I kept thinking, oh, that's kind of odd, and it wasn't very heavy, and I just would rest, and then it would be kind of go away, and then I would move the wood some more. Stress, or I think it's low blood sugar. And Alan said, I think it might be your heart, you should go to the ER. And I said, no, I think it's something else. About every 45 minutes I had to rest, and it was just it was hurting more.
I swore at him, I screamed at him, and I tried to, and I scared him. What if I told you had a 25% chance of dying? That stopped it. That was the one thing I saw click in, and he went, what? I think that's what convinced him to go to the hospital.
Again, I did my self-diagnosis. I think it's stress, or I think it's low blood sugar. And they said, well, we'll see. And then he said, I got some news for you. It's like, yeah. He says, you had a heart attack the last day and a half. He said, we need to life flight you out tonight. So many words. I said, I'm not going to Queens tonight. I've got a big job to do tomorrow, and nobody else can do it. I just wanted to go home.
What I see frequently in the ER is just, no, I've got too much to do, it's not real, it's not happening. Even when presented with evidence to the contrary, a lot of men will still be in denial about that.
And he's in perfect shape and got an ounce of fat on him. The description is there's a horse standing on my chest if it's a classic heart attack. The thing is, so many of them are not classic.
Again, crushing chest pain, elephant sitting on your chest, shortness of breath, really difficulty breathing, sweating, nausea, lightheadedness, weakness. He had a couple of those symptoms only. It wasn't classic. If he would have ignored that or hadn't been pressured into getting further care, that could have been the end for Duane.
I saw my friend 3 years ago. I was one of my best friends playing basketball with him. Have a massive corner while we were playing basketball. Doctor said pure stress, no heart disease. And what was interesting is I didn't see myself there.
It can happen to any of us. It can happen to each and every one of us. And we need to be aware of what we can do preventively, what our risk factors are for developing heart disease, and how we mitigate those, how we reduce those over time, and how we just live as healthy a life as we can. A lot of men just will don't realize what the symptoms are of serious heart disease. I think just becoming aware of those risk factors, of the symptomatology of heart disease. It may not come on as a full-on the big one, but you may start having some symptoms a little odd. Make a decision when to get intervention.
And every day for the past 25 years, I wake up every morning feeling behind. I'm behind, I gotta get up, I got stuff to do, and I run all day. And I like it, but what I learned was the adrenaline I like is also very addictive. So I feel very, very blessed, and I thought it would never happen to me. Even when the other men, MKP men that had it happen in the last 12 months, when I heard about it, I sent them prayers, and they're friends of mine, and we talk, and I see them, but it still never thought it would be me.
I believe it was Lao Tzu in one of his teachings says, a man of outer courage dares to die. A man of inner courage dares to live. So I think, in this day and age when a lot of us are having our strings majorly tweaked by the circumstances of our lives and world, and a lot of us really together provider kinds of guys are wondering if we're going to be able to make it and keep it together and maintain our mortgage or our sanity or our relationship or our health, and not stay busy or stoned or distracted. why would you like to wake up tomorrow? You know, what might you be excited about living for or accomplishing? And if there's something strong there, it's much more likely that we're going to listen for the whispers and not wait for the scream.
We're blessed to have men like JT and Alan sit in our circle. I was blessed that JT was in Honolulu when I was in the ER, and so was my good friend Jim Sargent. So I actually had warrior brothers from this island. And then Alan stayed up every 2 hours and checked on me when I was in Honolulu.